All right, let's go back to the first alert weather right now. Those storms moving through the area. We are on the road right now in both Durham County and also on I-40 outside Raleigh.
It's time now for our top trending stories in your real news. Get this, a man takes his 2 dogs with him to the convenience store. It turns out the dogs have a plan of their own. Watch this video from Utah. So the man ties the dogs to a chair before he goes inside the store. The dogs watch as the man entered the business. Seconds later, they look at each other. This is so funny to me. They make a mad dash for freedom. The man comes out and says he finds the dogs running in circles with the chair. I don't know why this is so crazy. Producer Emmanuel, you win. That's all I can say. I have tears falling. You win. That is the best one so far. Okay, you've heard of the Maze Runner. Well, tonight, playing come true. You can watch the draft on Thursday, April 24th, right here on ABC11 and on our sister station.
You guys, Lauren Johnson literally has tears falling from her eyes right now. Wow. Wow. I think she's crying because of the dogs, because of the pineapple, but I also think you're crying because you're so happy that the Stanley Cup playoffs are right around the corner. And we found out who the Carolina Hurricanes are playing in the...
All right, we are counting down right now to Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Final. The Canes and the Florida Panthers at the Lenovo Center. That's our live feed inside the Lenovo Center right now. And we just saw Seth Jarvis out there on the ice moments ago. Some of the guys taking a little skate around, just getting warmed up for puck drop tonight at 8 o'clock.
All right, let's go outside where it's much warmer, but a lot of people are excited about what's going to happen in there on the ice tonight. Hi, Sean.
Some good news on Eyewitness News at 11. Steve, Lauren?
Yeah. Margaritaville looking pretty good there at the Lenovo Center.
I know. It looks very good. They got a nice crowd.
I swear I didn't partake. All right, if the bosses are watching, none.
We believe you.
All right, Sean, we'll see you again soon. Thanks very much. And we'll be joining Kate Rogerson at the Lenovo Center for a look ahead to tonight's 8 o'clock puck drop in Raleigh as well.
Market.
All right, we want to take you back live to the Lenovo Center where Caniacs are getting warmed up right now. They're getting well fed here at the tailgate parties ahead of the Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Final. The Canes and the Florida Panthers tonight. Look, Caniacs know they have their work cut out for them tonight. They've got a big job. Yeah.
Yeah, we hear them. They know how to make the noise. All right, let's head inside. It's a little more quiet, a little cooler. Kate Rogerson is inside. Kate, you spent time with the team yesterday on the eve of tonight's big game at morning skate, all the things.
And right now at 11, it's a stormy night around here. Here's a live look at I-85 northbound in Orange County heading toward Durham. We're tracking a line of storms moving across the area. The storm has actually been getting stronger as it arrives here in the Triangle. And tonight we're tracking the risk for severe weather as well, including heavy downpours, hail, and damaging wind. Thanks a lot for joining us here for the News at 11. I'm Steve Daniels. Lauren is off tonight. We are kicking off a stormy pattern that'll last into next week. Let's show you more live conditions. We have a crew in Wake County as well, in Garner, where the rain is really coming down. We are on I-40 westbound, headed toward Raleigh right now. We're also seeing a lot of lightning there in the night sky. Let's kick things off here in the First Alert Forecast Center with meteorologist Cruz Medina, who's in for Don tonight with a look at what's happening on the radar. I know you've been tracking severe thunderstorm warnings through the evening. One just expired a short time ago for Wake County.
Yes, it did. But
ABC11 Eyewitness News.
And we have breaking news first at 11 tonight. Durham police on the scene of a reported shooting in the McDougal Terrace community. This is the live feed coming in from Dayton Street near Wabash Street. We are there talking with neighbors about what happened. Thanks for joining us here for Eyewitness News at 11. I'm Steve Daniels. Lauren is off tonight. An eyewitness tells our breaking news crew there on the scene they heard shots and then they saw 2 people on the ground. Tom George live on the scene gathering details for us. What are you hearing, Tom? We're back now with an update on the breaking news. A shooting tonight in the McDougal Terrace community. We now know 2 people were shot and 1 person is dead. Tom George on the scene with the details just coming in from the DPD. Tom. And first at 6, the latest on our back-to-back First Alert days. We have our eye on the skies from western North Carolina to here in central North Carolina to the North Carolina coast. I think, Amber, if you want to pick one of those, Carolina Beach, that's the place. Produced looking pretty good right now, but we are tracking some spotty storms that could pop up, but not everyone will be dealing with that rain this evening.
In fact, the severe risk should be moving out any time now, so that's good news. But
the storms, they could produce some damaging winds and hail if they do come together, and that's something Cruz Medina is watching, but I think it's diminishing as the time is moving on.
And Eyewitness News is following two breaking stories right now at 11 on the left side of your screen. Police are on the scene after a man was shot not far from downtown Raleigh. What we're learning about his condition. And on your right, a woman in Fayetteville arrested after leading the highway patrol on a high-speed chase through two counties, topping 125 miles an hour before crashing. We'll have the latest on those stories in just a moment.
But first, and new here at 11, the National Weather Service confirming not one, not two, but 3 tornadoes touched down over the course of 12 hours in Edgecombe County. You're looking at the aftermath of 2 of them. Tonight, residents are cleaning up after a close call with severe weather.
And we knew that there were 2 small children in the house, and so immediately we just started screaming and banging on the windows, just trying to make sure that they were okay.
And people who live there tell us they are grateful no lives were taken. Thanks so much for joining us here for the news at 11. I'm Lauren Johnson.
Hi, everyone. I'm Steve Daniels. Yeah, our first alert day continues tomorrow as we track another round of storms. The storms are part of the same weather system that's been impacting the area for days now. Tomorrow, we'll be keeping an eye on the chance for severe weather during the evening commute.
Let's get over to meteorologist Don Schwinneker. Let's start with
11 Eyewitness News.
Right now at 11, a strong system that stalled over our region for days now continues to unleash severe weather. The storm's triggering a tornado warning this evening in Cumberland County. Don standing by with the weather changes you should be aware of.
But first, we are following breaking news unfolding in North Raleigh right now. An apartment complex is on lockdown as a man wanted for stabbing someone at a nearby gas station is barricaded inside an apartment. This is a live look at the scene unfolding at the Millbrook Point Apartments at Millbrook and Hoyle Drive. It's right near Capitol Boulevard. It's a very fluid situation, so here's what we know at this hour. Raleigh police say someone was stabbed about 7 tonight at the Sheets on is expected to be okay. We'll have more from the scene this half hour.
We're also following breaking news out of Durham, the police headquarters. Now a crime scene tonight as the State Bureau of Investigation takes over an investigation there. We learned a man being questioned for a murder case died after a shooting as an interview was wrapping up. Tonight, the chief of police says it started when the suspect lunged at an officer and gained control of a weapon.
Once that happened, a physical struggle ensued, which ended when the suspect was shot.
Chief Patrice Andrews says the building is outfitted with an extensive camera system that captured the incident, which allowed her to review that video. Thanks so much for joining us on a very busy night here on Eyewitness News at 11. I'm Lauren Johnson.
Hi, everyone. I'm Steve Daniels. Eyewitness News had 3 breaking news crews on the scene at Durham Police Headquarters moments after that shooting happened. And tonight we continue zeroing in on the big unanswered questions. Sean Coffey is live now at police headquarters, piecing together the details of this death. Yeah, and Sean, one of the details that's a little fuzzy right now we've been trying to focus in on is, did that man turn the gun on himself, point the gun at himself, or did he pull the trigger, according to Durham police, as that struggle was underway?
Yeah, we actually asked Police Chief Patrice Andrews.
All right, Sean, thank you. And stay with Eyewitness News for more information that's released into this shooting death. We will, of course, send you updates to your phone and online at ABC11.com.
All right, let's turn our attention to the weather because that storm system continues unleashing severe weather around here. Check out the scene in Wake Forest this afternoon after lightning hit a tree. Eyewitness News talked with the homeowner there moments after it happened.
Definitely shock. It sounded like it was really close, and I didn't realize it was that close. Saw it and heard it, felt it reverberate through the house, and came outside and saw it was actually in our front yard. Had blown debris all over the yard, neighbors' yards, so we're just glad nobody got hurt.
And he says the house is okay for now. He's just a little concerned about the wind knocking over the tree that's now split down the middle.
Our crew also spotted this tree down in Orange County on Hatch Road. Crews responding pretty quickly to that scene there, making very quick work to clean up that big mess. And Don, it was a busy day, but tonight it was busy as well. You were updating us on a tornado warning in southern Cumberland County.
Yeah, that happened